I don't really know where to start, but I feel like things just haven't been okay recently. Um, Especially, you know, the last few conversations we've had hasn't really been, I don't know, it's put me in a very weird position a lot of the times. I feel like I've been put in, it's like a cycle that repeats every time. It repeated a few months ago. It's repeating again. And I really don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be put in those positions. And I feel like I'm going to take myself, away from there. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be put in those positions anymore. Because frankly, the last few times we spoke, it really wasn't, it had nothing to do with business. It didn't have to do with me and you. It was just all about the guild every single time. It was about Jaeger. It was about the guild. And no matter how neutral I try to stay, it doesn't affect business. It affects everything else that goes on. And my question is how, where is the line? I feel like past 2.5 years, the line has been so blurred that I don't even know, what I am anymore. Am I employee? Am I something more? Like, I honestly don't know anymore. I run all of the businesses. I haven't jeopardized anything, but somehow I get treated like I do that when I honestly I don't. And I'm just trying to understand, what have I done wrong? I feel like my trust, the trust you guys have in me, gets questioned every single time something like this comes up. And I'm just trying to understand, is there a way around it or not? Because my decision today is that I'd rather leave a part of my family. I'm trying to take care of myself because I am exhausted. Above everything, I lost my dad. I've started abusing drugs just to be able to hear him talk to me. And in the middle of that, I've been put in situations that I can't cope with. And I'm going to remove myself from those situations. And my decision today is I'm leaving the guild.
What?
And I really hope you guys take that seriously and you don't treat it like how Jaeger said he left the guild and still try to group me like how you group Jaeger with the guild.
Damn. I did not see that
And I
one
want
coming.
boundaries.
What the
And yesterday I had so many conversations with Brian, with the new commissioner, with Tim, and I'm going to make everybody pay for
Damn.
making the city as dog shit how it is right
I
now.
like this. I like this.
And
This
I
is
don't know what
hard.
that means for Cerberus and moving forward. I don't. Because I don't feel like there's trust. I don't feel like you guys trust me at all.
French,
And
suck a dick, dude.
honestly, I don't know where the line is anymore.
Well, this is very shocking news. I'm gonna be honest. Is the guild aware of this? Have we spoke to them yet?
I've been distancing myself from them.
You've told us this first.
Yes.
When do you plan on telling them this?
Oh, he's so
I
bad
don't
at
know.
this.
I need time.
So, Eve, with these two options that you had in front of you, what made you choose to do this over the other?
I don't see it as options, Leslie. I see it as taking care of myself.
Well, sure, but it's still an option. Let me rephrase then. Why do you think that this is a better way of taking care of yourself?
Because I'm passionate about what I've been doing in the city, and I'm tired of. I'm just tired and exhausted of being put in impossible situations where everybody tries to make decisions for me, and when they aren't happy with what I'm doing and when it doesn't suit them, and this is a bit towards everybody here as well, I just want to do what's best for myself. And I care a lot about the city and how it works and how it functions. And I really also do want to go full blown into Aegis as well.
Fair enough. It's not an easy decision that you've made. Regardless of what decision you chose, I'm proud that you made a decision.
Eve, listen. There's a lot of merit to what you're saying. I get it. I do, but
no, brother.
I want you to be extremely honest. Yesterday, I had the new commissioner come up to me and he said, I've read your profile and, you know, would you die for the city? And he barely knows me. And he was already making assumptions that I was biased towards the guild and the island and Jaeger. Where I literally told him yesterday that they could literally lock all of them up if they catch them on Los Santos like land. And he said that's all I needed to hear. And I hate that people.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just hate that people who barely know me and are making assumptions like that. So please just be honest with me so we can get all of this behind us.
I mean, I had some reservations. I think they're gone now. You've finally done what I think you should have done, a long time ago, and you made your decision. I understand that the guild is your family, but we can't act or ignore the elephant in the room that we were very involved with them, in many regards for a long, long time. We can't ignore the fact that, Jaeger is batshit insane, resents a lot of people that, we work with. Ultimately, down this road, ended up resenting his father, whatever reasons, right or wrong, and started to plot. Okay, and as you are probably realizing right now, it's something that maybe me, Leslie, whoever, realized quite long ago is that Cerberus or just the business that we do is our absolute life. Nothing comes before it for the most part. Regarding, except for maybe special circumstances, but and when people threaten it, no matter who they are, I don't waver. I don't hesitate on knowing what I need to do to keep that protected. I think for a long time you struggled with that and maybe even ignored, the unfortunate reality of that. And, that's why it was hard to trust you in a lot of circumstances. Even, and honestly, I'm not trying to be rude here, but I don't know how I can be blamed for that. I told you my son, snitched me out, caused this massive shit show, and I've left it in the past now, and I've moved on from it. But I don't think you even bat an eye at during that.
And I've told you I've been under the influence of drugs, and I still am trying to work through that.
I understand. Listen, I think you made the right choice. It's a stance I've had for a long time, and you've known this. And I even begged and pleaded that you'd never join the guild back when I knew they were trying to recruit you or whatever the they were doing, whatever the you want to name it. I think, you are the absolute best at what you do, and I don't think anybody can argue that. But I think that was always in your way. Those obstacles are always thrown in the ways because of your involvement with the guild that just now so happens to be people who are trying to take down everything we've built. Whether you're directly involved or not, you still were involved in helping build that. So, you're kind of a byproduct of that, right?
I don't disagree.
You got to understand why it always just got so confusing, because I never wanted to make a decision for you. And, I get that you were caught in the middle, but there was a lot of times where it didn't really seem like you gave a shit about what was going on. I understand it was you trying to be neutral, but sometimes you just can't be neutral. When shit is going down, it's very hard. And sometimes being neutral says a lot more than picking a side.
I understand. I understood that from a few months ago, and like I said, I just didn't want it to keep on repeating itself.
I think the way you stop that is by doing what you're doing right now. Is you made a decision.
But that's what she said.
I also need you to understand that with this decision, it really does mean that we will do whatever it takes to protect what needs to be protected, and that might make you uncomfortable at times.
I know. I'm aware.
I don't really know what else to say. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were leaving. I know you were leaving something. I guess I thought it just wasn't the guild.
Like I said, I would want to focus more on Aegis as well.
Mm-hmm.
Put a bit more time into that as well, because I think there's a lot missing in the city, and I want people to fear Aegis.
Are you saying that you want to redirect your attention to Aegis or want more to do within Aegis?
A majority of my time will probably be spent with Aegis as well.
Eve, we're killing the company.
I'm aware, Tim told me.
Tim.
Fucking Tim. What did he tell you?
He just said we're moving up to Vinewood.
Tim Collins.
I'm on the this, Leslie. Listen, Eve, we're killing the company. Cerberus in itself has been dead for a very long time. We tried to carry it for as long as we can. And the reality is...
I disagree. I disagree.
It's really one. It's just the truth. It really is. We've tried to carry it for as long as we can, and although we've done a good job for the most part, it is time for something new. We are going to essentially be killing any branding, anything to do with Cerberus, any name. We're going to be essentially turning the Cerberus Business Center pretty much to what it is now, which is more public. Anybody can use it however the fuck they want in there for the purpose of creating or doing business wherever the fuck they go.
Then sell POV.
We're going to be moving our offices up north, and by up north I mean Vinewood. We're working on a few plans right now on which building we wish to acquire. So depending on the result of those plans, it'll be whatever building we're in. And we're going to be restructuring the entire philosophy of the company and how it works. And a big part in that is, funny enough, what you're mentioning now and what I just said is we all stick to the goal. We can't have any, and I say this as respectful as possible. We can't have any more fence sitters. We need people to be committed, and we need people to be aware of what the goal is. And no matter what gets in the way of that goal, we still strive for that goal, no matter how messy it gets. And people who are not going to be capable of doing that or comfortable will just be cut out.
So this time around, when people say, "Why do you hate X company?" they'll actually have a reason to.
Probably. We will be shifting direction, and we will be looking more to innovate, but for the purpose of not helping the common people. Just want control on as much of it as possible.
Okay.
And we just need people to fall in line. We have a lot of people in the company, right or wrong, they lost their vision, drive, they don't do much anymore, including myself. And we need to just get rid of that and keep people working, and if they can't, they get cut out.
Okay.
I do think you need to prepare yourself for the guild to convince you to stay. I'm not going to influence you on what to do, but just know that...
I don't think they will, because Bjorn was actually the one who said that I should think about leaving.
Right. But Bjorn. He's very emotional and, fucking bipolar.
And fat.
I just think... So I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that you've made this decision. It means a lot to me, but I don't want to see any sort of backpedaling. If I do, I think it just ends right here for me and you, honestly. I love you very, very much. You are the backbone of almost everything that we do, especially when it was just me, you, and Nancy around. We did a lot. And I would like to keep that relationship like that, but I'm done with it. Not just you, a lot of people I'm done with. These wars, this shit has happened over the past few weeks, has opened my eyes to a lot. And I'm tired of putting my efforts into people who are just going to use it against me eventually over some petty shit.
And that's why I'm asking that when I say I'm leaving the guild, that you also take that seriously and you don't rope me into anything that, like how Jaeger said he left the guild, just don't rope me into anything that you think I am still part of that when I'm not. Today I'm going to leave all the businesses and I'm going to be transferring all the cars over that I have for the guild. I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to wash my hands clean.
All right. And
then I need you to believe that.
I'm going to believe you, Eve. I have no other reason to not believe you. All right. And I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to, make jokes about it or whatever the I'm going to trust what you say, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And if I feel like something's off, I'll ask you about it.
Thank you.